Hello everybody, welcome back to the Red Marius YouTube channel. We're playing CK3 again today. Now, in CK3, you've got endless options for campaigns. You can play as a Catholic king, going out on crusade. You can play as a Viking raider, descending on Western Europe. Or you can do what I'm going to do today. You can play as a count in the middle of Siberia, with no manpower, no money, no anything. And we're gonna see how that goes. I've got a prediction that it's going to be both boring and tedious. So here we are. Chieftain Amort is actually pretty good. I like the stewardship, martial and diplomacy. Could have been a lot worse. So my plan is to go from the Chief of Siberia to the Duke of Siberia to the King of Siberia. And if we're just lucky, we might manage to become the Empire of Siberia. First things first, what we're going to do is try and wrap up all these small guys on the west front of the Empire. So first things first is to get myself married. I'm going to go for somebody hopefully with good traits. Try and get a really good heir. Oh. So that's not going to happen. We will go with Sanalka here. At least we might get quick. And when it comes to our two female children here, we're going to try and see if we can get any alliances out of it. Now we've got our alliances in place, I'm going to declare on the Chieftain of Baldak here. One thing about Siberia is they all do have very cool names. I might actually risk it and not call in our allies here. I'll see how this war goes. But we should win this, he said, hopefully. Here we go. No, don't care. Fantastic. I never had any doubts there. I'm sure you didn't either. Looks like we're going to be able to take out these guys pretty comfortably, and we can save our alliances for when we go against Ishim. Part of me wonders why they even put Siberia in the game, because it's got very little flavour. Here we go, we have sieged down their capital, and looks like we're going to be taking it now. It was actually quite costly. They kept on just throwing their army at me repeatedly, so we lost quite a lot of men. I think before we jump into the next war, I'm going to let my levies rebuild a minute, and then we're going to jump in against Belogorje. I'm sure that's right. And I think we're calling our allies that time because, yeah, that was a bit costly, that last war. Here we go, we've got our firstborn son, and hoping he's got some good traits. No. Fantastic. Never mind. It's better than nothing, I suppose. So our levies have rebuilt a bit, and I think we're ready to jump in. Try and claim the last county in this duchy. And I know I said I'd call in my allies, but I think I'm fine. Don't really like the idea of spending all the prestige that I don't have. Should go pretty comfortably. Here we go. Watch me go and die now. Nope, easy as that. And we've got to 100% in this war. That is the last in that duchy. So all we need now is 30 or so gold, and we can go and become a duke. While that's going on, I've been called in to a war by my ally, which I am just going to go and get involved in because, well, I think it will keep me on in their good books, hopefully. There we go, there's the duchy. Now to go and help my ally. Hopefully by the time I get there, he's actually wrapped that up. It looks like he might have, to be honest. So my next avenue of expansion, I think, is going to be Tara. I want to take that northern province. Just lets us push up through here. At least that's the idea. So I think this is another war we can probably do on our own. But if I panic and it all goes badly wrong, I can always call in my ally. There we go, that's another war won. Almost bottled it, because they were sieging our capital, and I think I relieved the siege probably about a day before they were going to take it. Nearly went quite badly wrong, but it was all part of the plan. All part of the plan, boys. So from here we can go straight on against Tartarus. I think what I'm going to do first is go raiding, try and build up offers. So we're at war with Tartas here, trying to take this province, didn't call in any allies, lost in the first battle, and I thought, oh, we might actually lose this here. So I did call in the ally. Seems like overkill, but, you know, better than losing. So here we go. Worst case scenario is starting to happen. Cumania have taken some land inside the Empire of Siberia. Yeah, pretty unhappy about that, to be honest. As long as it stays like that, it shouldn't be a problem, but last thing I want to be doing is fighting against Cumania, because I will definitely lose. While we're worrying about that, what I'm going to do is declare war on Tara. Try and make sure they can't come any more into what I consider my borders. Right, we've wrapped up that war, and now we're looking at Ichim. Great name, great flag. I think the plan is go subjugation for them. They're one of the biggest in the region. And I think if I wrap them up now, then that's I can start pushing east hard with this western border properly secured, and we can form the Kingdom of Siberia. We're looking good, I think, from them. I think I will call in King of Perm. Don't really want to leave any of this to chance. Even though probably can't afford it on the prestige front, but you know. Prestige, schmestige. Try and siege these down while he's trying to work out what he wants to do. Hopefully, yeah, there's Perm turning up now. See, easy as that. No battles, didn't need Perm. And with that, there we go. Starting to look pretty beefy. Now we've taken all this land, we can go ahead and become a king. There we go. We are now the King of Siberia. You know, I'm not sure that's the most valuable thing in the world, but, you know, I don't want to be dismissive if there's any Siberian people watching. Although I would imagine the chances of that are pretty low. I'm hoping our vassals aren't too pissed off with us. No, never mind. They'll have to get on with it. I'm not going to lie, playing in Siberia is quite easy. I would suggest it for anyone new. You can get a hang of the mechanics pretty easy out here. But if yeah, if you can put up with the mind-numbing boredom, definitely a fun campaign. Fun question mark. So our son has finally come of age. Da, 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 da. He is yeah, he's fine. Try and find him a wife that's actually decent. See if there's anybody out here that we can. Yeah, not really. Oh, 40 years old. No, so I think what I'm going to do is go for an alliance again. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that'll do. And wrap this war up, and then we can start pushing to our eastern border. Hopefully, before Cumania and Great Liao, those big boys start getting involved. This is not how you should be fighting battles, by the way. This is how someone fights battles when they're tired and bored. Life would be so much easier if we were illustrious. We could start conquering these duchies one at a time. But yeah, just doing this one county at a time is killing me. Can't be doing it. I think we're gonna raid a bit, get some prestige, and hopefully that'll be enough to get us up to illustrious, and we got to stop messing around with these one province wars. How have I had the King of Yugra in my dungeons for 4 years and I didn't even notice it? Yeah. Always check your prisoners, because I don't, and I've got 200 gold worth of prisoners sat there that I didn't even notice. Do as I say, not as I do. There we go. Finally illustrious. So, with that, I think what we want to do is take this duchy here, because that would, again, keep on securing that southern flank. I want to cut off the Cumania from any more expansion into Siberia. God knows why they want to expand into Siberia, but you know, no accounting for taste, I suppose. Because I'm an idiot, I've now lost that war. Yeah, you just take such brutal attrition, and then I ended up getting defeated by their army. Too late, I called in my ally, and yeah, it's another lesson learnt. So now I've got no prestige, and I'm losing the will to live. But you know, there we go. This is why I would suggest never playing in Siberia. Forget anything I've said up until this point. It is tedious and boring. For the minute, while we've got no prestige, what I'm going to do is declare on Barbara Steppe, another fantastic name by the way. They've got no allies, and we can take the whole of this duchy. So, here we go. And our grandson is actually quick. That's good news. 2 generations, and we've actually got someone who's not useless. You know, that's good news, I suppose. So here we go, we've won that war, and there's the whole duchy. Fantastic. Starting to get towards the end here now. Just a pity we're having all that trouble with prestige, but it's my own stupid fault, but there you go. So we're going to go to war with Kolunda next. They're, again, Duchy of Pulundi Steppe. Fantastic. But again, we're just going to war with people where we don't have to spend prestige. At some point we're going to need prestige, but I'm going to push that into the future. I don't really want to... can't really be asked to deal with that right now, if I'm being completely honest with you. So we've defeated Kalunda. We're starting to look really, really quite big now. But bad news on one front. I think we are infirm. Yeah. Fantastic. So just waiting down the Deislide die, to be honest. Which on one level is quite good because we'll be able to subjugate this big boy here. And with that, I think we'll just about have completed this. So what we'll do is, for the minute, we'll start to try. We'll try and wrap up the ones we haven't got to yet. And hopefully, when we die, we'll just have Alateo, one of those. We'll just have them to do. Oh, there we go. That was quicker than I thought, but you know. There we go. Got our prestige back. We've got our Caterspell eyes back. It is actually, I think, one of the best things that could have happened at this point. We only had one son, so you know we don't have to worry about a succession crisis of sorts. So we'll crack on with this war, and then we'll look at wrapping this up. So I think we're in a position now to fight Alatau. We're going to throw everything at it. I think we can wrap this up here, hopefully. I mean, I'm really, really struggling at this point. Not because it's hard, because it's yeah, because it's really, really tedious. But you know, I should probably have known that when I started the game as Siberia. But you know, here we go. Gonna call in our allies. Oh no, that's not the right one. There we go. And he won't accept. Right. Should probably have looked at that before. But 2,800 troops, they're already losing a war. I think we'll be alright. We have got a lot of gold as well, actually. So what I will do is get them involved, get some mercenaries. I'm going to try not to lose everyone to attrition on the way there, but you know, can't promise that won't happen. So this war is going pretty well so far. I think we're going to be able to wrap it up quite soon. What you actually won't see is that I've taken about a 48-hour break in the middle of this campaign because it was, yeah, I was losing the will to live. And we have finally won that war. To be honest, I think we probably lost about twice the amount of troops from attrition that we did actually from battles, but yeah, that's because I wasn't really paying attention at this point. My mind has gone completely into a paste, I think. Look at that. What a completely pointless and boring achievement. Absolutely not worth doing. And as it stands, we still need 10 more counties. I think my next step here is going to be just quickly declare on all three of these guys. Try and knock them out all at the same time. Might be a terrible idea, but the sooner I finish this, the better, I think. Move on. Thankfully, Romania's actually split up, so if we were to look at attacking them, it would actually be possible, I think. Although I'm hoping that we still don't need to bother with all that. So after winning those wars and wrapping up that eastern border, we'd still need 6 provinces. So I think what we're going to have to do is maybe attack Romania. I'm not massively thrilled with the idea of it though, to be honest. So I think first, warm up to it, go for a bit of an easier war as Yugra. Another fantastic name. Pity it's in the middle of the arse end of nowhere. No offence to any Siberian people watching, if they have internet access, I'm not sure. I might be being very dismissive, but you know. Hey ho. So they are going to attack us in there. These wars in Siberia are just fucking brutal. Hopefully now they're split up in our land, we might be able to pick them off here. That's the idea at least. Yep, caught one of them. And it's not enough. Well, we've lost that war. Hey ho. No point crying over spilt levies. So what I've done here has been very scummy, and I've allied myself with Cumania. After getting beaten by Yugra there, I've had a bit of a humbling. I'm going to rebuild, and I'm going to absolutely annihilate them, because, to be honest, it's pissed me off a little bit, that. So I've just spent the last 5 years fighting a separatist, populist, Kyrgyz revolt. I'm very close to throwing my laptop out of my window, but oh, I just got 2 gold. Fantastic, I'm rich. But I've stuck with it. I've not quit the game. I feel I'm getting close to the end of my will to live, mostly, but you know, can't always win, as I'm demonstrating endlessly for you today. Help out Cumania in this war here, and hopefully we'll get you know, there we go. Yugra, you are next, my friend. So the time has come for our war against what they called Yugra. High Chief, what am I going? Otjaki. Should be fairly simple. You've heard that one before, but this time I actually mean it. This time I'm not going to mess it up. We're going to fight them in our own territory first, is the plan. I'm not going to do it on 5 speed. We're going to be very sensible. So I think we're going to march straight in, try and knock them out in this battle here. Hopefully we'll catch this one and wipe it out before the other one gets... Oh, they're not even going to bother trying to reinforce. Their loss. So we've defeated them in battle. We've actually defeated his other enemies in battle as well. And we're just going to spread out here, do a bit of sieging. No, oh no, 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 no. You didn't see that. Oh god. Just to illustrate how not to fight a war there for you. That's what I'm doing. I'm deliberately demonstrating bad practice. There we go. Not that it matters. But we are now at war with these Donnies over here. Pneumonia is actually so weak. I think I can take them on now. Hardly got anything. I mean, I say I think I can take them down. I've got 20 times more troops in them, so I bloody well hope I can take them on. But, no pressure. Pressure makes diamonds. Is that what Americans say? Well, some Americans. And we have won that war against Cumania. Easy as that. I don't know why I was building it up to be something dramatic. Again, this campaign disappoints. But that puts us at how many? 2 counties of being able to form the Empire of Siberia. And if I were to look around, there is a 1 province minor. Fantastic. That answers my question as to where it's going to be our next battle. So our truce with Yugra has actually expired, so with another successful war against them, that would be the entire empire formable. So let's jump right in. I'm not going to waste any time. Like I said, the last 100 times, I'd quite like to be done with this. Also, and that is the Yugra army crushed. We are so very close. And taste victory in the air. Incredibly creepy that was. And with 1 war to win, we are now infirm. We need to win this, and we need to win this quick. I can't do this for much longer. My head will explode. And there we go, 100%. Yugra defeated, land taken, empire formed, maybe? Unless I've somehow misunderstood this. No, here we go. There we are. Empire of Siberia. Yep. That is a massive anticlimax. If you like that video at all, please like and subscribe. Let me know what you thought of it. Again, still pretty new to this. Any feedback would be awesome. Please come again. Goodbye, everyone.